Hey everyone, got a mic now. Things are good. New day, new video. Let's get into it. Something's been on my mind recently. Just kind of topic, uh, like playing around in my head that I wanted to bring forth to anyone who's watching. Is It's kind of a difficult thing to describe. Not really, but it is. How do you know if you have an eating disorder? Yeah, not a very nice topic of conversation, but something that I was inspecting internally in myself and of course externally, like with other people, and just seeing like what everyone's situation is. It's kind of an interesting topic. Like you don't really know. Like, I mean, of course, there's like medical definitions like bulimia, anorexia, orthorexia, stuff like that. Uh, but those are extreme cases. But like, really, what is it? You know, in the daily life, um, it's it's very difficult to explain. But what I could come up with is if you were like, and this is just me like thinking on the spot. I've thought about this, but like I still don't know. Like I'm looking for the answer. You know, what came to my mind was, so let's say if I was under eating, right, and then if I'm under eating, does that count as an eating disorder, or is that something that we call a diet? You know, and it's very interesting because what's considered like mainstream, I'm talking about mainstream kind of way to lose weight if you're looking to do that, right? Join my coaching, by the way. Um, if you're looking to lose weight, the general premise is the less you eat, the more weight you lose, which is true. However, at uh, at what cost? At what cost, right? Um, because chronic undereating is not a healthy thing to continue doing in your life, right? It messes up your hormones. In women, the period goes away, and men, it's just, or in people in general, just lack of energy, no motivation to do anything, just sitting around, like watching, like the screen all day. And I have had that experience, you know, on some so-called diets. Although I've never dieted, I would never allow myself to go hungry, which is, I think, the answer, right? But then, what do you eat, right? What kind of food do you eat so you're not hungry, so you can still perform in life and still lose weight, right? That's a different topic, but talking about eating disorder in society, and you know, like I kind of have these markers, if you will, to kind of go by if you want to inspect your life, right? So one thing, are you doing any stimulants, including caffeine, which is a central nervous system stimulant, neurotoxin? Um, Caffeine is very popular mainstream, and for a good reason. It's addictive, right? I think we all know that caffeine withdrawals can be very powerful. Took me about 5 years to get completely like off caffeine and just like stop thinking about it. But it can be done. Why is it like why am I saying that it's kind of a marker of an eating disorder, right? So one thing is that I've noticed is when I used to drink caffeine, like wouldn't be so hungry. So, and generally speaking, caffeine suppresses hunger, right? However, what's the cost, as I mentioned, going hungry? It messes up your hormones, your thyroid, hypothalamus. Like, just try under eating chronically for a week on a thousand calorie diet, something like that, right? It's impossible, man. It's just like you can't, like, the mind just doesn't work the same, you know? And imagine the hypothalamus and thyroid that control your all your hormones. Like, what are you doing then? You know, like your hormones are just out of whack. Your estrogen in women is just like plummeting. Uh, Testosterone in man is just plummeting. Like, it's not good, man. And then you're taxing your system. It's like a tax, right? You like keep borrowing this, like, in a way from your body. You keep borrowing uh, this way to lose weight. This way to lose weight. But anyways, and when you start eating again, the weight comes back, and even more, right? So, like, in the context of caffeine, is that something that you should inspect in your life and see that is that causing me any, like, anxiety? Because anxiety is a sign of also um, some imbalance in the brain usually. Of course, there is anxiety because of some past trauma or other things. I see a truck coming. Hopefully it won't be that loud. Anyways, yeah, and this whole word, like, diet, right? Like, how do you know that it's a diet that you're supposed to be on? And let's just let the truck pass. They don't come here often, but when they do, it's loud. So yeah, these calorie in, calorie out diets, and there's a ton of them, you know. Uh, and as I said, when you're under eating chronically, it's taxing, right, on your metabolism, and it will come back. It will come back stronger. It will come back bigger, right? Once you start eating, man, your hormones are gonna be hyperactive, and when your hormones are active, your triglycerides, uh, you know, all the other hormones that balance your mood and your serotonin levels, your endorphins in your brain, they want to get fed, man. I mean, cells in your body want to get fed, and they will store the weight. It will get bigger, right? So, calorie in, calorie out model in terms of, is that an eating disorder? You know, I don't know. I will, for me personally, I will never allow myself to go hungry. If I feel hungry, I eat. I don't care. I eat. Uh, you know, other signs of eating disorder, which I kind of rattled in my brain a little bit, is, as I said, anxiety. You're quick to anger. Depressed, right? You're just kind of like all over the place, like scatterbrain, brain fog. And these are like, you can't medically, like, track um, those symptoms. I don't even know if it's symptoms. Like, some days I wake up, it's like, I feel great. Most days I wake up, I feel great because I never undereat. But when that does happen, yeah, I definitely feel lightheaded, you know, just lethargic, just don't want to do anything, don't want to go out, don't want to ride my bike, don't want to work. Yeah, I think this video has gone on long enough. I don't know if I made my point. Not that it's there's a point to make. It's just more about inspecting what goes on in your life. And for sure, I would encourage you to check in in your own life, kind of what you're doing with your diet, with your mood, right? Is your mood like stable throughout the day? That's another kind of inspection point, right? Are you anxious after drinking caffeine? Are you like present in the moment? Personally, I feel a lot of these issues are not being like addressed in the mainstream community, in the health community, and just feeling hungry and feeling depressed are just not nice things. I mean, we have enough suffering in the world without, adding on to that. And of course, like if there are countries where there's literally absolute poverty, that you can't even get food, doesn't matter, what food it is. But yeah, I hope that provided some context, answered some questions, or made you think a little bit, maybe something in your life that can be looked at, not necessarily fixed, because as the saying goes, the more you change, the more you try to change, the more you stay the same. Yeah. No jump cuts. No jump cuts. Anyways, I hope, and I've said this already probably a million times, I hope this makes for a conversation with your loved ones, people you care about, because it's a crazy, crazy world out there, especially with all these different diets, people under eating, calories in, calories out. It's just not nice. Not nice. We can do better, and we know how. Okay. Anyways, it's been a good day. Lots of work done. Sunny. It's 25 degrees outside. Beautiful weather. No rain. No fires. No smoke. That's the view of the road. I got one more climb to do, and hope you guys have a good day. Whoever's watching. Whoever watched this far. I don't know if I make sense all of the time, but I try to. Anyways, take care. Peace out.